Ayan. So, good afternoon, author. Again, I would like to introduce myself before starting this interview. I am Trisha, an author, at ako ang makakasama mo ngayong hapon. So, welcome, Aruna, to this simple segment of SBT theme entitled Writer's Hidden Words. So, everyone, this afternoon, we will be talking about Aruna's hidden words, and she'll be going to answer question. Ang iba ay paulit-ulit ng tinatanong pero importanteng malaman, at ang iba naman ay ngayon palang mabibigyan ng kasagutan. So, let's don't waste our time. Good afternoon, Aruna. I am so grateful for having you today. Thank you for pumayag ka sa invite namin. Ayun.
I'm grateful din po.
So, how are you? Can you give us a quick introduction about yourself?
Hello. I'm Aruna, also known as Mona's Vision Wattpad, a writer of romance, young adult fiction, drama, poetry, and a mystery thriller writer, particularly on crime fictions. Aside from writing, I also compose my own songs and have been a freelance graphic designer for a year now.
Oh, wow, that's good. Ang dami palang ganap ni Aruna. So, thank you. That's very interesting of you. Dun pa lang sa pagiging writer, and you compose songs?
Yes po.
Very good. So, Aruna, you see in every question and answer, meron talaga nitong question, and we are always curious about how long the author of our favorite story had been writing. So, cliché man, but let me ask you this. How long have you been writing, or when did you start?
Actually, I started young po, around 8 years old. Pero nagsimula po ako sa Wattpad, May 2020. I started as a fan fiction writer until I discovered the novels of famous mystery thriller writers that inspired me to explore that genre.
Oh my God, you keep on, tawag doon, nai-stress tuloy ako sa'yo. Ayun, sobrang, okay, very good talaga si Aruna. And so, anyways, we all know that each of us is very different from each other. May mga naiisip ka na hindi ko naiisip, at may mga naiisip ako na hindi mo naiisip. We are, kumbaga, unique from each other. So, most of the people can have this interchangeably, pero para sa'yo ba, what difference do you see from a writer and an author?
Okay. For me po, writers are those who engross themselves in writing their pieces. While authors are basically writers din, pero sila po yung nakakapag-publish ng libro, which yung iba is self-published and traditional.
Okay, that's it. Tama, no? Agree ako doon. I believe then that a writer is a person who writes a book, tas kung nagsusulat din sila ng mga literary piece, while an author is essentially in the a kind of person who originates the idea na mga nakakapag-publish na ng book. So, Aruna, at what point do you think someone should call themselves a writer?
You can actually call yourself a writer anytime, as long as you write pieces like novels, poems, short stories, and you engage yourself with it, tapos na-enjoy mo siya. Writer ka. Because you see, we write to express ourselves. We write stories that entertains us and teaches others lessons that we believe that could reach the heart of every reader. If singers use their voice to reach out to the society, we writers use our pens to reach out to the world.
In connection with that, when did you first call yourself a writer? Ang galing-galing mo magsalita. Very good.
Na-mention ko po kanina, I started when I was 8. May notebook po ako laging kasama. Kahit sa pagtulog, pagigising ako, then may idea sa panaginip. Sige, jot down ko yan. Tapos, I'll try to write it. And since 8 years old, I write it in the most cringiest way possible. And then, until now, I still have that notebook. And I could write it now since kaya ko na po.
Galing. Ang galing. Sorry, speechless talaga ako. Ngayon lang ako na speechless Usually, madaldal ako. Dinadaldal ko yung mga ini-interviews ko. Pero, ayun. Parang ako ang na-writer's block sa'yo. And speaking of writer's block, nasa topic na tayo. What do words writer's block mean to you? Naranasan mo na ba? Since 8 ka pa nagsusulat, naranasan mo na bang magkaroon ng writer's block?
Opo. Usually, hindi naman po siya nangyayari sa akin. Pero when it comes to writing the chapters na, tapos, minsan po, di ba, kapag gumagawa tayo ng outline, dapat planado siya. But when you're writing chapters na parang lumilis kayo ng landas, that's the thing na happens to me. Then, writer's block ako. It's an enemy of every writer that I've met. It happens when you're trying to write something but nothing sensible comes out. Parang ang dami pong possible ways kung bakit ka writer's block. Like, hindi mo na alam kung ano yung susulat mo, hindi mo na alam kung anong susunod na mangyayari, kung paano mo i-express yung ganito, ganyan. Madami po.
How do you overcome writer's block? Ano bang sekreto?
Nagpapahinga ako. Ganun po. Like, lalabas muna ako ng bahay. Makikipaglaro sa aso. And then, when inspiration strikes in, babalik ako sa pagsusulat. Hindi pwedeng parang magsistay lang siya kasi the next minute, baka kalimutan ko siya.
Ito, follow-up question lang, Kanina pa kasi ako nakikinig sa'yo. Tapos, di ko talaga maiwasang isipin. Naniniwala ka ba na yung, sabi nila, may mga tao daw talagang pinanganak na para magsulat. Sa tingin mo, ganun ka?
Hindi
Kasi
po.
imagine ko kasi yung sarili ko, 8 years old. I'm 21 now. Nung 8 years old ako, siguro grade 3, gano'n. Grade 3. Anong ginagawa ko nung grade 3, gano'n. Tapos, ayun ka, you were writing all of your thoughts, yung mga ideas mo. Yeah, super, super. Very good, very good. Anyway, ito, as a writer, we go through hoops and hoops para lang maituwid yung mga ideas natin, yung mga salita. Kaya, we wanted to know, what is the most difficult part of your writing process, kung meron man?
Ayun na po. Probably the most difficult part po is yung pag-outline ng chapters. It is when I finish the overall outline na, then I have to outline the scenes on my chapters. I believe that plot twists and cliffhangers also makes a story interesting, so there's that.
Thank you. Pero pag ganun, kapag outline, paano ka? Pero nag-outline ka pa rin naman, di ba? Or...
Apo.
Okay. So, paano yun? Kapag nahihirapan kang mag-outline, do you read books? Or yung mga tips or strategies kung paano mag-outline? O you just trust yourself in the process?
I could say both. Kasi po, most of my stories are inspired by other movies like Sherlock Holmes.
Wow.
I'm currently writing a story po na parang ganon. And are you familiar po with Project Loki?
Pero
haba
na siya, di ba? Ganun din. Ganun din yung mga sinusulat mo. Uy, super fan ako ng mga thriller books. Actually, yung mga binabasa ko ngayon dyan, mga nakatambak na libro, puro mga thriller. Kaya, sige. I-visit namin yung yung Wattpad account para magbasa. Thank you. Next, in that sense, how about those negative reviews? Kasi 'di ba syempre hindi naman lahat mapi-please natin.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you process or deal with negative book reviews, Aruna?
I haven't received that much critics po on my stories. Probably because it's not a hit or popular or hindi pa siya ganun kadami kasi mostly more on fan fiction at saka romance pa lang yun nandun. But if ever I would receive negative book reviews, I deal with it positively. I'd even be happy that there's someone from my readers that notices my flaws in writing and is brave enough to point it out to me. There's nothing wrong with it naman po kasi magagamit ko siya para mag-improve at sa pamamagitan niyon ay maaari kong pagandahin pa yung stories ko, lalo na may magbabasa pa sa future.
So kasi kaya rin namin to na i-open, na itanong sa mga authors kasi may mga batang writers din na tumitigil after receiving negative book reviews. And we want to know kasi syempre malay namin yung mga writers pala na to may punto sa buhay nila sa writing life that they cut down writing because of negative book reviews. Dito naman, we want to know your perspective about the writing itself. So for you, what are the most important elements of a good writing?
More on, siguro po, elements ng story. Kasi, makikita, your story tells a lot about you. Because it shows how you express your thoughts and ideas and how you approach something. How you treat your characters, how you build your plot. Kasi having a well-built plot is a great for a story as well as to its writer or author. Without a plot, hindi ka makakapagsulat ng story. At without unforgettable characters, the story will just be another dull novel at the shelves of a bookstore. Unforgettable characters doesn't have to be necessarily perfect. Give them flaws, make them vulnerable. Show the readers that even a hero can be defeated and that even the villains can have their happy endings. Along those two elements I mentioned, yung story dapat, something na hindi in-expect, na make them react the way you want them to. Surprise them, make them win with joy. Tapos the next minute, make them bleed, make them cry, ganon.
Oh, true. Very good. Very good. And dahil napag-usapan na natin yung plot and characters, you can discuss. Sorry. What comes first for you ba on planning your next story, the plot ba or the characters, and why?
Mauuna po ang main characters ko. Because without his or her goals, hindi na gusto nilang i-achieve, hindi mabubuo yung plot. Kasi doon tumatakbo eh. Kung paano niya ma-achieve, kung paano siya madi-disappoint kasi hindi niya natupad yung ganto-ganyan.
And kadugtong pa ulit nun, how do you develop your plot and characters?
Ayun nga po, I always start with the main character. The thing that motivates my character, the thing that they want to achieve, it becomes my plot. Then I'd casually throw in scenes that would break my characters, yung mag-show ng determination nila and vulnerability. Well, since I love writing tragic stories, so making them suffer is nothing new to me. After finalizing the plot outline, I developed the antagonists, then the supporting. Like what kind of people will contradict the protagonist, ano yung klase na tao na sasamahan sila, tapos kung anong tao yung iiwan sila para sa kabubuti ng characters.
Now that you are talking, parang gusto ko nang matapos to at magbasa ng mga stories ni Aruna. I'll definitely read one of your stories or kahit madami pa. And
Thank you po.
Nabanggit mo yung writing process mo. We want to know if you're more of a plotter or a pantser.
Plotter po. Pero I improvise sometimes when I'm writing my chapters. Ayoko yung kailangan mong parang biglaan po. Kasi parang kapag hindi mo siya na-outline or hindi siya planado, magkakawatak-watak siya tapos sabog at the end. Hindi magdudugtong yung loose ends. Mahihirapan kang ipag-connect lahat.
Natamaan ako doon. Thank you for that. Magawa nga yan. Dapat kailangan ko na magbagong buhay. So, Aruna, what do you like to do when you're not writing?
Yun po. I compose songs inspired by my stories, and I also spend my free time being a freelance graphic designer.
Very good talaga. Tama. Alam mo, among the other writers, di ba, meron talagang may mga unique talaga kayong personalities. Nakikita ko yun every interview, kaya super honored naman ako na ako yung nakakausap niyo ngayon, ganun. Ako yung nag-interview, ako yung natututo at the same time. So thank you talaga sa mga sumali din sa iyo, ganun, na nag-participate dito sa kakemihan namin. Anyways, what were your learnings during your writing process?
One thing I learned is that writing is never easy. Kasi there are a lot of steps you must follow. Minsan hindi pa nga po yun nasusunod eh. You must be open to criticism din na if you're in your editing stage, kung ine-edit mo na siya, tapos mo na yung novel, syempre dadaan yan sa proofreading, especially if sasubmit mo siya sa isang publication or publishing house. Mapupuna talaga yan, like yung mga mali mo, yung technicalities, yung grammar. Kasi, may makakabasa niyan, hindi lang sila or hindi lang ikaw. And as someone na too much pride din, I had to adjust that I could learn.
Yeah, tama. You're 14, di ba? Parang kung iisipin natin, you have so much waiting for you, maraming opportunities, Aruna. Kaya nakakatuwa that you're always open for improvements, gusto mo laging natututo ka. Very good ka dyan. And ito, funny question. If you could spend a day with another popular author, whom would you choose?
Okay.
Ito daw pinakamahirap na question namin.
No, actually madali lang siya. I have 3 choices, pero sige, isa na lang. I'd say si Kuya Rain, or yung also known as si Kuya, ako si Ibarra. Because he and his works became my inspiration to explore the mystery thriller genre. When I read his famous work, Project Loki, I became interested in crime fiction. Doon nagsimula ang lahat. I went hiatus actually last year sa pagsusulat. I don't know, napagod ako. And then, nung nabasa ko yung work niya, bumalik ako with a new genre na pwede kong isulat.
Oh, thanks to that author. Anyway, paano kung mabasa niya? Ay, mapanood niya to no? Tapos i-contact ka niya. So anyways, what is your schedule? What is your schedule like when you're writing a book? Do you follow yung mga schedule, yung updates or something?
I don't follow a schedule actually. Parang more on kung kailan lang ako aanhin ng inspiration. Kasi kapag pipilitin ko na makapag-update, let's say sa Tuesday, parang pilit siya at walang puso yung gawa. Ganun po.
Very good. Marami talaga matututunan sa iyo yung mga bata rin na writers na pwedeng makapanood nito. So thank you for that. Sabi mo, you were into thriller, mystery stories. Have you ever killed off a character that your readers love? Dapat di ko na ba ito
Not yet.
Ay, di ba?
Hindi pa po, pero soon.
My gosh. Oh, bakit? Dapat, di ba? Usually, kapag pumapatay sila ng characters, they have a deepest reason. So, excited naman ako doon. Excited naman ako. Sige, magbabasa talaga ako. Ito. What advice would you give to a writer working on their first draft?
kahit anong mangyari, don't give up. If ever you're struggling, just take a break. Huwag kang titigil. Just write what you want to write, not what others want you to write. Because it's your story. You decide what happens. You decide how it ends.
Okay. Masyadong palong-palo. Parang feeling ko, Aruna, ako yung sinisermonan mo, Aruna. Thank you for your words. Ito, any other thing or announcement that you would like to let everyone know about your writing journey or your career?
Ayun. I don't think I have one, but I would like to take this opportunity to promote po my new story called Betrayal Beneath the Moon. The story is actually part of a collaboration series called Shattered Love Series, and it is somehow a spin-off of a story I published recently on Fame Inc. called The Constellations Above Us, under the pen name of Switch. Both stories po.
Okay, good luck, good luck. Are there any people that you'd like to thank? Or you can invite nga. Ngayon, pwede ka na mag-invite ng readers to follow you on your social media sites.
Okay. First of all, I want to thank the SBT team and Mr. Shaw for giving me the opportunity to be granted an interview here. I'm honestly nervous po, but overall, I enjoyed it. I also want to thank my parents for supporting me in my writing career, to my brother who always helps me when I'm writing, and to my Writers PH family who encourages me to continue. If you want to reach out to me, you may message me on my Facebook account, Aruna WP, or to my Twitter, sincerely Ea with an _. For more works, you may check them out on Wattpad, Story On, and Novella under the name of Switch. That's all po.
Ayan. So thank you so much for joining us today, this afternoon. Wow, grabe. Hindi ko alam, baka mapansin nila that I am silent. Kasi usually talaga yung bibig ko. Pero super, I enjoyed talking to you. Thank you so much, Aruna. And
thank you din po.
We wish, sana, di ba, magkita din tayo soonest. Magka-cross ulit ng lessons natin. And we hope the best for you. Good luck to your writing career. Bye.
Thank you po.